All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian, and this is my Wrestlecon Mark Hitchcock Memorial Super Show recap that just took place a little while ago. So here is a brief rundown of what happened. We started off the show with a 10-man tag team match that featured some luchadors from Mexico, Arez, Latigo, Toxin, El Bendito, and Ganis Lupus defeated Gravity, Spiderfly, Arrow, and Fight Panther, and El Vengado or Vengado in a very exciting opening match. The second match of the night was saw Mesquita Dorada defeat Ninja Mac in what I thought was a decent one. In a seven-way scramble match, it was Danhausen defeating Cheeseburger, One Called Manders, Mike DeVecchio, Super Crazy, TJP, and Von Vertigo. Matt Riddle was in action as he defeated Matt Mako. Mickey James, Hardcore Country Mickey James, defeated the very exciting and very talented and very charismatic Maki Ito at WrestleCon's Super Show. The match that really, really was not very entertaining for me was Minoru Suzuki taking on Butterbean, and this was this was my thoughts after watching this match. I literally sat through this match. I literally sat through this fight. Dan Severn was the special enforcer slash referee. It was basically a fight where there were rounds, and there were three. I think each round was 3 minutes long. There was a minute rest period in between, and it ended in a double countout. And when the fans wanted the for one more round, Dan Severn told the ring announcer that, and the ring announcer repeated that Dan Severn counted both men out, and it was a double count out. And I was like, what a waste of time. What a waste. No disrespect to both guys. No disrespect, but no way. I'm actually looking forward because I believe, I'm not sure when, but on one of the GCW shows, I think it's for Joey Janela's spring break event that they have coming up for GCW, where um Minoru Suzuki is going to be battling Matt Tremont. And that one, I've watched a lot of GCW shows, and Matt Tremont is not Butterbean. So I think Matt Tremont is going to give Minoru Suzuki a fight. But it is what it is. And then in the main event of tonight's WrestleCon Super Show, it was TMDK, Bad Dude Tito, Shane Haste, and Zack Sabre Jr. defeating Michael Oku, Flip Gordon, and Hechicero in what I thought was a really solid main event. Very impressive victory by TMDK, and Michael Oku, Flip Gordon, and Hechicero were not pushovers, and they gave TMDK a fight, but in the end, Zack Sabre Jr. with the submission victory. I believe it was on Flip Gordon, uh, and that's what picked up the win for his team. So with that in mind, um, my overall thoughts on the show: 6 out of the 7 matches I really enjoyed. That Butterbean and Minoru Suzuki match, once again, I was very disappointing. So yeah, with that in mind, I cannot wait to see. There are a couple of other shows that are happening this evening. TNA Unbreakable comes up in another hour or so, on TNA Plus as well as Triller TV. Uh, that show and probably the Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 13, as well, is going to be happening tonight. I'm probably going to watch those shows tomorrow, sometime tomorrow morning, as well as the Progress Wrestling and Lucha Mania that's going to be taking place as well tomorrow morning. That's going to the Progress event is supposed to be coming on at like 3 a.m. in the morning tomorrow morning, and the Lucha Mania is supposed to be coming on at like, I think, 1 a.m. So I'm not gonna be able to watch those live. I'll watch them later and give my thoughts on the shows. If I can, I'll probably just do thoughts on all 4 shows and give what matches I really thought were entertaining, and maybe and give a rundown of what happened at those shows, uh, specifically Unbreakable for TNA Wrestling, and then the Bloodsport 13 and um, uh, the Progress Wrestling event, as well as Lucha Mania. I might just do that, just do a 4-in-1, 4 events in one recaps. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. My overall thoughts on the Wrestlecon Memorial Super Show uh, was, I thought, like I said, 6 out of the 7 matches I really thought were really good, and that Butterbean and Minoru Suzuki match was really disappointing. So with that in mind, this has been my Wrestlecon Mark Hitchcock Memorial Super Show recap. As always, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.